Hello guys, welcome back to Sadiq's Rabbitry. My name is Sadiq, a young and passionate rabbit farmer here in Ghana. As I discussed with you guys in my previous video, today is 5th of August, and as you know, I'll be breeding my rabbit today. So I'll take this opportunity to let you guys know some of the breeding processes we have in rabbit farming. Okay, we have about 4 types of mating, so I'll discuss it with you guys, and you let me know in the comment section which one you think is the best. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, do well to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button if you really enjoy watching the video. To start breeding your rabbit, you need to make sure that the male rabbits and the female rabbits are in good health before breeding them. So on my farm, I have 2 males. I have the New Zealand and the cinnamon, and with the females I have New Zealand's only. But I recently added a polished black to my female collection, right? So on top here I have my male rabbits, which are grown-ups. They are 1 year and above, which is very good because I know that once they breed, I can confirm that the females can give birth because the males are matured. Okay, so they are 1 year and above, and also the females, the less age we have here is 8 months old. Other than that, all of them are 1 year and above. And some of the females too, I'll be reading them for the last time. Once they conceive, that's it. I'll just have to slaughter them or sell it out, okay, for meat or anything like that, right? So as I discussed with you, I have 4 females and 2 males, so breeding will not be that difficult for me. I just have to look for the best time to do it. So it's in the morning now, about 7 a.m, right? The weather is cool, so I can breed without any problem. You might ask, what's the best time to breed your rabbits? Okay, so it's either in the morning or in the evening, right? From 5:30 to 7 o'clock p.m. or from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. You can breed your rabbits, and you can be assured that, yeah, the rabbit will give birth. Number one is called the table mating. Okay, so I have my record book here and a pen. Also, I have this long table right here which I use to breed. Okay, so the table mating is self-explanatory, right? Because it involves you bringing out the male rabbit and the female rabbit, right? You bring out the male rabbit first, and then you follow up with the female rabbit. Okay, make sure that the surface of the table is not too smooth, right? It's a little bit rough. That's when the male rabbit can have to stand well before breeding. But if the surface of the table is smooth, then the male rabbit will likely be sliding when trying to mount the female, right? So always make sure that the table is rough enough for the male rabbit to be able to mate. And also, the advantage of table mating is that you will get to, get the female rabbit at one place for the male rabbit to mate. Okay, you understand what I'm talking about? Unlike in the cage, you know that you will leave the female in there just for the male to chase her and then mate. The second type of mating is cage mating. Okay, that's also self-explanatory. You take the female rabbit to the male rabbit, not the opposite, or else you'll be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. All right, so always make sure that you take the female rabbit to the male's cage. Okay, you monitor them for you to get the fall-offs before you take out the female, and the maximum or the minimum fall-off you should have from a male is 3 fall-offs. Okay, now we do this because we wouldn't want to stand on it that one fall-off can make a rabbit give birth. Okay, now I know it can be possible. All right, if it can be possible, then it means that you've assessed your male rabbit well enough to know that, okay, even one fall-off from him could cause pregnancy. Okay, but other farmers who are not sure of or haven't, taken time to know their male rabbits would go in for the 3 fall-offs. All right, so first fall-off, second one will try to, reassure that, okay, she can get pregnant, right? But the third one, I will say it's not necessary like that, right? You just have to do it, okay, just to make sure that the rabbit will give birth, and also you don't waste time on waiting for her to give birth. The advantage of the cage mating is that the female rabbit will not get to run around a lot. Okay, now I'm talking about those type of cages which have limited amount of space. Okay, in rabbit farming, most of the times the male cages are built much smaller than the female cages. Okay, so in this case, the female rabbit will not get to be taking the male rabbit circles before allowing it to mate. I'm left with the two types of mating I have to tell you guys. But before that, by the end of this video, I will tell you guys how these four types of mating are correlated to each other, and you can choose the best ones to use on your farm. The third type is called artificial insemination. Okay, now most of you guys wouldn't know how this is done. I wouldn't have the equipment, but I'll show you some diagrams of it on the screens so that you can get to understand how it is done. Okay, so this artificial insemination contains a tube and a small container, right? So the female rabbit will be taken to the male's cage, and then during the process of mating, the farmer will use the container, right? The farmer will locate the penis of the male rabbit and will use the container to cover it up, right? So once the male rabbit fall on the one side, it could be left hand side or right hand side. Once the male rabbit falls, the semen will drop inside the container. Okay, now this is carefully handled, right? And then the tube will extract the semen from the container, and then the farmer will pick up the female rabbit and then just insert it inside the vagina. It's as easy as that. But the most important thing is that if you can't handle the semen well, you end up doing a cost 90 job. Okay, so artificial insemination is not for every farmer per se, right? Experienced ones are the ones who are allowed to do this, and most of the times the commercial rabbit farmers are the ones who implement this, okay, because they have large sum of female rabbits to breed. So they can't just be taking one female to a male just like that. No, they'll just get good amount of the semen and then just be inseminating it into the female rabbit, and it's very, very easy, right? And the advantage of this is your male rabbit will not be stressed enough, right? Yeah, your male rabbit will not be stressed enough, so you could use it for long, right? 2 years, 3 years, you could be using it. In every farm, I can assure you that like 100% you have one stubborn doe, like very, very stubborn. Okay, now when it comes to mating, that's when these females will start showing their character. Yeah, so this type of females, we have a special mating for them, okay, which is forced mating. And that brings us to the fourth type of mating we have in rabbitry. Now, obviously, the farm I have visited, I've seen one. Yeah, I don't know if you have one on your farm. Okay, so these rabbits are very, very stubborn, guys. Even if you take them to the male's cage, they have a way of, avoiding the male mating. All right. So with this type of female, you will have to implement different strategy altogether in order for them to get pregnant. Okay, so with this we use rubber bands to do it. Yeah, I'll show you a video of it on the screen so that you get to understand it. Now I want you to watch closely. So this is one of the rubber bands. I have another one here. Now let me show you how we do it. So I have this huge female right here, so I hope you can see it right here. So I'll just turn it this way, and then I'll open up the rubber band just like this. So I'll lift up the hindquarters and then place it inside the rubber band. So this is it. You make sure the rubber band will be just at the back, right? You see the legs are in, the tail is also in. Okay, so this is how we want it. I hope you guys can see it. This is it. Then you twist 1, 2, 3. Okay, see, you twist it 3 times so that this side could lock. Okay, now what you do is you pull the tail up just like this. You pull it up and then you place the tail inside. Now see, this the space we left here, that's what you are going to use, right? So the tail will go in just like this, and then 1, 2. Okay, then I'll place it inside again. Now this is what you are going to get. As you can see, the vulva is exposed. Okay, now the male rabbit will find it much easier to breed. Okay, so this is the method we use for stubborn does. Okay, we have another trick we use, but that one I'll be doing it at the end of the video for my loyal subscribers who will watch this video to the end. Now, to my loyal subscribers who have watched the video to this point, I want to give you a trick, right, which you can use on your female rabbits if they are not allowing the male to mate. Now, first of all, you take the female rabbit and then you pull out the vulva. Okay, now make sure that your hands are very clean. You pull out the vulva and then you use your hand to rub the vulva for like 1 minute. You use your hands to just rub it. Okay, now what this does is that it will give the female rabbit some form of attraction to the male. Okay, now this, when you try it, it will be very easy for you to mate your female rabbits. Now, sometimes we will say that when is the best time to breed our female rabbits? How will you know if a rabbit is on heat or not? Now, all of this can be done by using this trick. Okay, when you get the female rabbit, you see that the vulva is not reddish enough to breed. You can just try the trick I showed you, then it will work for you. So yeah, this will be the end of today's video, and I hope you've gotten some valuable information from it, and by doing so you'll be implementing it on your farm as well. So till next time, peace out.